Hello, people. I am Jaby KOAY, joined by Achara KIRK and Jules Vern.
What? Who am I?
So we're gonna look at types of friends, Jordindian Friendship Day. Thank you, Jordindian, for allowing us to react to this. I am excited to look at this.
I always think there's a text right at the beginning of the video.
Bro, what is sitting and hatching and show there over? Shut your mouth and come fast. Shut up, bro. Just shut. Hello?
Yo,
Yeah, bro.
you're coming for the party tonight, right?
No, man. I don't think I'll be able to make it to the party. I'm sick.
Dude, that's what you said last week.
Yeah, I've been sick for a month now. It's contagious.
Dude, you're always giving excuses.
I can't. Hello? Yeah, hello?
I can hear.
Hello?
Dude, I can hear you. Stop making excuses.
Hello? Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm stuck in the rain. No, I was coming over there, but it started raining. Can you hear the thunder? I think I'll go back home, bro.
I'm gonna have to use that.
Hello? The person you are trying to call is currently missing, dead, or dying. Please do not call back later. Thank you. Hi, bro. Bye, bro. Hello? Yeah, bro, listen. I can't talk to you right now. I'm working on some cutting-edge technology. I'll call you in 6 to 8 months, okay? Yeah, bye.
Please, where are the vegetables?
Coming, ma!
Jack, any minute, don't let me go, Jack.
Look at how they did their own.
Yeah, what's up? No, I can't come to party today. No. My uncle's father's brother's sister's dog died. Timmy. Oh, come on, you also take it. Jack. My heart will go on. Hello?
Yeah, dude, where are you?
Yeah, bro, listen, I have Viva. I can't come
What
to
a
the party
night.
and all.
But it's your birthday party.
Yeah, no. It's okay, you enjoy. My treat. Happy birthday.
Dude, come on. Everyone's here. Even Natasha.
Who?
Natasha.
Natasha, wow.
Dude, the fact of the matter is I called and you weren't there for me.
Bro, I understand. I'm sorry. I said I was sorry. No, I was sleeping and you know how important sleep is. Next time anyone messes with you, this fellow, that fellow, what you're looking, anyone, you just say, Coco.
Coco.
Coco. Coco. I'm there for you, bro. You don't worry.
Oh.
You don't want to mess with us, bro.
No.
Worse.
Damn.
Which is when I told my parents, bro, I don't care what they say. I want to follow my passion and become India's biggest beatboxer.
And I support you 100%, bro. Follow your dreams. It's your life. Live it to the fullest, man.
No one understands me like you.
Hello, auntie.
Hello, ma. What he says? He wants to beat the box, huh?
It's called beatboxing, ma.
Something. Every day night he sits in room and does bichku, 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 bichku.
Ma, at least unlike you, he's a...
What, ma? You support him, huh?
Him, auntie? Not even 1%. I told him he should become an investment banker.
Hey.
Investment banking. Look at him. You think he can become investment banker? No responsibility, nothing.
Ma, he's okay with that
Oh, but look at his face. He looks like he has talent, ma. You do bichku in your room.
And he's old enough to get married also, auntie.
Game over.
You know what to do, ma. I've been looking for girls from so long. Nobody's coming only.
I won't find that. See, so many girls I know.
Your phone, you know.
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
Take left.
Your
Go
phone?
Swipe right, please.
Oh my
Swipe,
Do
auntie.
you have green card, huh?
Devdas.
But you
Alcoholic.
how can she do
Oh.
this? How can she just because I like red chutney and she likes green chutney? Anyone leave anyone, no? You know how much I love her. You know she was the love of my life. You know all the things that we've been through and 1 second.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, that's what I was just, yeah. They out.
How can she do that to me? She was the love of my life. I know I just met her, but still I've never felt that connection with anyone. You know how much I love her. You know how...
And it was the funniest thing, his dad said, look between your thighs.
Me. That's you, actually. That's you.
that. I'm gonna bounce. See you guys. See you.
Aww.
See you, man.
I like it how they make this guy the character like that every time.
Bombay.
Poor thing.
See you, man.
Choreography, yeah.
Moonwalk. That thing's from Dragon
Dragon
Ball.
Ball, right?
My turn. Ayo.
My turn.
This is the weirdest handshake I've ever seen. Aww.
See you, bro. Take care. See you.
Check.
Aww.
For me, no choreography. Something they did not. Bombay.
Oh, that's interesting.
Also, Maki.
Sorry, I'm late.
Hey, that's okay. I just got here. Someone's looking nice today.
Special day.
Yo, the line in the men's toilet is crazy. It's like a woman's toilet. Really? Hi, how's it going?
Hi. What is he doing here?
What do you mean? What is he doing here?
It's our anniversary.
Yeah, but it's because of him that we have an anniversary. You remember when he introduced us at that party?
Yeah, 2005.
No, 2006, December. Oh, that was insane.
Best party.
I don't remember going home at all.
That's because we did go home.
Really?
Yeah, we stayed there all
Oh
night.
my god.
Can we order?
Yeah, that's a good idea. You know what's really good here? The prawn tempura, dude. We should definitely get that. You should get that. We should all get one.
Wait. I'm allergic to prawns.
You're allergic to prawns? How are you guys even together?
I know, that's what I keep thinking all the time. I mean, not like that.
You love prawns.
No!
We used to have prawns. Yeah,
This would never happen.
Oh, would it not? Would it not?
Are you done?
No, this doesn't happen
Catching up,
this
I mean,
way.
like, stop.
Oh, it happens.
Doesn't like prawn
I feel like it happens more often the opposite.
My first love was my brother's best friend. That's my problem.
Jeez, get a room.
We had a room. Yeah, we were roommates for like 7 years.
Oh, man.
Go back to that time. 100. I don't think we ever slept.
We didn't. We were just playing PS3 all night. It was crazy.
I swear, I was just telling her that.
Yeah. Yeah, bye.
You don't have an anniversary anymore.
Yeah, back on.
Prawn tempura?
2 minute, dude.
Oh god, this is me.
Oh my god.
Which one?
Hello?
Yeah, yo, I'm outside.
Yeah, I'll be there in 2 minutes.
Yep,
Yep.
right there. That's me.
Alright, cool.
But I literally scramble to fly out
Yeah,
the
you're
door.
15
The effort
minutes
is
later.
there for 2 minutes, yeah.
I'm not that bad, actually.
Double up. Double up.
He's doing a face mask. Oh. You forgot something.
No.
Bro, is there a pimple on?
Ah!
You got a new haircut or what?
Yo, I really appreciate you coming out tonight, bro.
No problem, yo.
It's been quite rough after the breakup, you know.
See, I understand, but tonight's all about moving on, okay? So if you see anyone out there who you feel is the one, you let me know. I'm gonna set you up.
Really?
For real.
Nice, man. Actually, you know what? That girl over there is kind of cute.
That one?
Yeah, that one.
Say no more. Watch me.
Really?
Watch me.
She's on a
Oh
date.
my god, this is
Actually,
my
my
life.
friend called her. He thinks you're really cute. If you give him a shot, I think it will work out between 1 second, boss. It will work out between you and not her. Who? She? Excuse me, madam. I think that's my friend. My name is myself, Billy. That is not her. I think if you, any one of you, give him a shot. He's a very nice man.
Any of you.
Oh my god.
That guy. Yeah.
brilliant. I love her.
Something. Bitch, sounds come.
Just trying to keep it together.
One second, boss. What I'm trying to say, this guy only know. Anyone you can listen to me. One second. Them only know. My aphrodisiac. By the way, we have to figure out what to say next.
Oh, that's
That was
cute.
cute, yeah.
I think I could definitely relate with the first one because I am that person a lot of the time where I'm like, so I agreed to plans.
Yeah.
But I really just want to stay home and watch some Netflix.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that.
I shouldn't. No, I try not to. My inclination is like I want to be like no. So I'm trying really hard
don't
to tell
agree with her.
people
You
no
shouldn't do that.
straight out of the gate. Like,
I
no,
do the same thing though.
cannot.
I'm like, oh, I have plans tonight. I'm like, oh, but I'm hoping something happens. I'm hoping, oh man, anything. Like, what can I think of?
Yeah.
I already used all my excuses up.
Jaby's making me work late.
Oh no! You blame it on him? That's funny. That's good.
You get a phone call from a friend, you're like, please let it be canceled. Please let it be
Please,
canceled.
please, God.
Something went wrong. The whole thing with his birthday, where he's late to his own birthday until there's a girl.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, of course, that's what makes you show up. The possibility of making babies.
You don't want to mess with us, bro. Who us?
This thing of having someone's back is like the worst possible thing you can agree to. Like,
I got
just
your
don't.
back, man.
Just don't, because some big fish is gonna come along and you'll be like, oh, well, I don't want to get eaten today.
Bye.
Has that ever happened to you?
I thankfully don't hang around people who are prone to fighting.
Oh,
so,
okay.
like, I usually
there are
just-
people that are like, we gotta fight today, man.
I just keep myself discreet from that situation. Like,
good.
no, thank you.
It's healthy.
What I find funny is that you are a black belt and yet you will avoid fights. I mean, that's a good thing.
That's
obviously,
what they teach you.
but-
Because I have a black belt, I'm more liable for legal action
His body is a weapon.
if I hurt someone. She's not joking. That's
is,
that's a thing. That's a law. And so like if I hurt someone, I can actually go to jail, which is the stupidest thing. Like why even spend the time? So anyway,
That's dumb.
Every day night he sits in room and does bitchku.
At least unlike you, he's a...
What, ma? You support him, huh?
Him, auntie, not even 1%. I told him he should become an investment banker.
I relate to this because the thing about it is, if I want to be able to keep hanging out with you at your parents' place, I gotta be cool with your parents. And if your parents hate you, I have to hate you too when they're around. Like that's just just what it is. Like
I've never been in that situation.
I tell every girl I date, I'm like, if your mom has something bad to say about you, I'm gonna side with her every
Yeah.
time. There's nothing between us.
Yeah.
I have to just make sure that she likes me, so
Yeah.
I get to keep dating you.
Yeah.
You know how much I loved her. You know she was the love of my life. You know all the things that we've been through and 1 second.
Earlier we were talking about how a guy will be devastated over a girl, but as soon as another girl shows up, he will wake up and be like, hey. It's not like he's over the previous girl, he'll just make the action to move on. And so here, that's exactly what happened. Like he's crying over this chick and then he's like, hold on. He puts the face on for a second and then she rejects him.
See you, man.
This is something I can relate to, not in so far as not being able to participate, but 3rd or 4th grade, and me and my best friend Jason Agpalo, we had this ridiculously long handshake that lasted like a good 5 minutes. It was like this intricate choreography thing every time we said hello and goodbye. It was ridiculous.
I want one of those with somebody. That's the kind of connection I'm looking for.
Yes. That's what I want in a friend.
That's what I...
Choreography handshakes.
I'm always the dude that's left out, or I'm
me
the one
too.
who's super awkward. I do this all the time, especially when I'm meeting people for the first time. I don't know whether I should go in for a hug. 'Cause,
Right,
you know, people
right.
are really huggy over
Yeah.
here in LA.
Have you
Or
ever had a
sometimes-
backfire on you? You try to go give
Yeah.
someone a hug and they're like,
Yeah, or like a handshake and they're like, no, I'm a hugger. Or the classic one is when I go in for a high five and they're doing a fist bump.
No.
And I do.
they're just like,
No, I was actually about to say the same
and you're
thing.
like, sorry that I'm me. Sorry that
No,
go.
I've had things with guys like, okay, so you do the hand thing and then this. So do that again. I've had guys do this.
No,
I'm like,
no. That's where the friendship ends.
Why are you
We're done
grabbing,
here.
why are you grabbing my knuckles? Like, just like, please don't.
Have you ever done a hand hug? Do you know what a hand hug is?
What?
It's where you go like this. No. You go like this. You go like that. And then you go, no. Keep it straight. Then you just pat the back. You're like,
That's terrible.
That's weird.
Is that a girl thing?
that?
Is
Is
that
that a...
my brother showed me. My brother showed me. He's like,
hug?
we always do hand hugs.
It feels
Oh,
icky.
that's strange.
Okay, so
Well, thank you.
thank you for shitting on my family handshake.
Thank you for
been in the
shitting on
family
my
for-
brother and I's relationship.
It's been in the family for 7 generations. That's what we do, and you just like took a big dump on it. You uncultured swine.
Remember your ex? She loved prawns.
All the time we used to have prawns.
Every night you guys
Yeah,
were
I
having
think that was the
prawns.
reason because of
Aphrodisiac.
He's talking about his ex in front of the girl.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sucks.
And
Don't do that.
I don't feel like I've ever done that where I'm hanging out with like my girlfriend and a dude friend and then he just brings up the ex. Like that doesn't happen ever. But I have been in circumstances where I'm hanging out with my girlfriend and her friend or her family and they just start talking about the ex. I'm like, yo,
Yeah, hello.
I'm right here. I feel like you're treating this like I'm not here.
Wasn't that great? Remember that vacation we went on?
Yeah.
You were like, this sucks. This sucks.
My ex-girlfriend, one of her relatives was like, you're not the guy she usually dates. I'm like, what do you mean by that? She's like, oh, she usually goes for like the bad boys. I'm like, cool.
Thanks. Thank
wow.
you. Glad I'm not badass
Just
enough.
fix my collar,
Pop it up.
my little pocket protector. Why would you say that to me? Like, I never needed to know that. I never needed to hear that information
That's
ever.
so
and I would have
crappy.
been okay. Just
so
like,
crappy.
I could have died and never heard that, and I think my life would have been just fine.
Who says that?
It's like people are stupid sometimes. Like, why do you need to share that information?
They probably thought that was a compliment that you're not a bad boy. They're like, oh wow,
Yeah.
she's
He's a good one.
upgraded.
Guys don't want to hear. The nerdiest fucking guy in the world doesn't ever want to hear that.
Oh, you're totally not badass. Yeah, they don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I was
I think
just trying to put a positive spin on it.
There's no positive spin on
That's
emasculating
probably
somebody.
what she meant.
I don't think she meant that either. I think she just was like,
Yeah.
you're not a gangster wannabe. You're just a
It
normal
was-
person.
It was brutal honesty.
Yeah,
that hurt
that's
the most.
all it was. Because the other guy my ex dated before me had like tats
Yeah.
on his back and everything. It was that kind of dude who sold drugs for a living, and I'm like, I'm me.
Sign me up.
You know? It's like,
It's not even funny. It's not even
Do you ever have that though when you're like out with your guy best friend and your girlfriend and your best friend, like your relationship is so close, your girlfriend starts feeling left out?
Wait.
No.
Ooh.
oh, we're me and my best friend or that
Yeah,
close?
yeah,
Yeah.
like that can be the case with me and my best friend where we're so
Yeah.
close. It's like, oh, remember that time when we went on that
Oh,
trip
yeah.
and then did that thing, and then the other person's like, yeah, that trip that I didn't go on.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not
unless
fun.
you guys are like continually hanging out with the same friend group all the time and you have
Yeah.
memories with those friends,
Yeah.
it can be kind of awkward. Like the first guy I dated for like 4 years, he was my brother's best friend. Whenever I was dating him, it was my brother too. So it's just, so yeah, that kind of stuff, super relatable. That does happen,
Yeah.
but in very specific situations. There is like romances between guys where they're like codependent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
have a codependent relationship or
Bromance?
friendship with
No.
with a man? Not yet.
Not at all.
We'll work on that.
Not ever. I think it's too late for me. I feel like you reach an age and you're like, well, I guess I'm done making
You're
friends.
not even old. You're not even old.
I guess I made all the friends I'm gonna make. I sometimes I feel that way. I think
Right,
I've
yeah.
reached the threshold. Like this is
Yeah.
it. Like whatever I built, that's all I've got.
Yeah.
So, but
I
anyway,
feel you sometimes. I like go back to my OGs, like my high school friends and everything. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, yo, I'm outside.
the 2-minute guy. I've been that guy where I literally will wait for the person to say I'm outside. I'm like, I'll be right down in 2 minutes, and like I am scrambling to get my
Yeah.
clothes on and fix my hair,
Yeah.
and like pants are coming on as I'm running down the stairs to the, and my belt's, it's,
Yeah.
I'll try to get ready like 2 hours before, and like I will literally be scrambling at the end. I'll just be like, chilling out, listening to music. I'm like, I got plenty of time, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, go, go, go. Like,
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter how long I take. I'm still scrambling at the end.
I just don't believe in wearing pants unless there's a guest over.
Oh,
So-
yeah, that is people who wear pants, like especially people that just wear jeans around the house. I'm like,
Yeah, like what are you doing?
I go
Yeah.
pants.
So
I go pants.
So every time I have like a get.
Even now,
so-
I'm not
so-
even. These aren't even pants.
She's just in her underwear. You
It's
guys
just
can't see.
It's, why
We're
not?
really close.
I'm really free spirited.
But like I have a friend who'll come over because she's like a guest on the channel a bunch of times, and she's like, "How come you're always like running around when I'm knocking on the door? Like, why is it that you can't just let me in?" And I go, "Because I don't have any clothes on." Like that's literally the case. I wait till you get here, Because like, why am I gonna wear my, you know?
Yeah, no.
I'm not gonna lounge in my outside clothes. That's stupid.
No.
I feel like this last thing where he's like, I'll sit you up. I'm like, maybe that's how people perceive me, but I feel like I'm pretty good about that. Like, I hooked up your friend Ju.
Yes, you are a pretty good wingman.
Yeah, like I'm pretty good at like massaging something into reality for somebody. I mean, you gotta do your own work at a certain point, but I'm good at like just getting the conversation going.
You're good at advertising the product.
Yeah, I do that all the time at these like events where you see influencers all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm connecting people all the time, and I'm like, they're like, where'd Jaby go? I'm like, he's just on to the next conversation.
I know. As soon as he's connected me to one person, I'll be talking, I'll turn around, and he's like,
that's good.
Half a mile down the corridor, like talking to someone else. I'm like, well, that's Jaby.
Yes.
That's a great quality to have, though.
So anyway, thank you, Jordindian, for allowing us to react to this. This was a lot of fun. Check out Achara KIRK. Check out Jules, not Burn, not Dryer, but Drayer.
Yeah.
Like a prayer.
Thank you.